back with Bobby and JJ Radio. Thank you for joining us. If you are listening to this program, you care about energy efficiency, and we have one of the most important energy efficiency topics coming up right now. We're going to talk to Mr. Joseph Martinez, who was born in Texas, was in Chicago for 10 years, has been married for, he just told me a very long time. He didn't want to tell me a number.
Over 50 years.
Over 50 years.
That's it?
That's it. Barely making it. Been with Per-Foam-Ance, that's Perfoamance, like performance, for 4 years, and been in the industry for over 12. First of all, I want to say thank you, Mr. Martinez, for hanging out with us. We appreciate you coming in there. We need this expert about energy efficiency as far as insulation. So tell us about Per-Foam-Ance, construction and energy. Tell us all
First
about
of all, welcome for the invitation. This is the first time I've been in a good program like this, so
Good.
I'm very delighted to be here as your guest.
You have the best face for TV, but we're happy to have you on the radio, though.
Well, that's even better because I smile a lot.
All right, yeah, we can tell. You can hear it. You can hear it for sure. So foam insulation and AC. Tell us all about what do you guys do for different homes? Like, how can you make it more energy efficient?
Well, the most important thing, everybody has been using foam insulation for forever. There's the old-fashioned kind they call rock wool, which is kind of like torn pieces of wool.
Right.
They still use that as the most inexpensive. People say the cheapest, but it's the most inexpensive.
Sure.
Then they went into celluloid, which is what 90% of the homes use nowadays, up
Right.
to the last 10 years. And then they also do bats, or what they call impacts. Then they also have the spray foam, which more and more new builders are using because it does save a lot more energy than the other stuff.
We've seen that. We've walked in some brand new construction, and you go into the attic, and it feels like you're inside of an igloo.
Right, but the little problem with that is has formaldehyde in it, which is not good at all overall. I mean, it also has a lot of toxic little materials that will eventually people get into it. So the finest insulation, how the company got into the insulation business, is called Aircrete. It's a non-mineral base insulation. It's basically, in a sense, most important. It's fireproof. It's pest resistant, rodent resistant. It also has a ozone scrub cleaner, which cleans all the carbon dioxide out of the air. And most important also is non-allergenic, so it's very safe for the family overall. It's a little bit more investment, but if you're going to live in your house more than 10 years, that's well worth it.
So you say a little bit more investment. What is the cost comparing a traditional blown-in insulation to this new insulation you're talking
Well,
about?
the blown insulation averages anywhere to the cheapest from 99 cents a square foot to as high as $189. And then it starts going up anywhere from $2.50 and all the way up to $3 or $4, depends who's doing it. Our most expensive product is Aircrete. It's about $3.10 a square foot, so that is the best in the market, and it does the best per square footage coverage and everything.
So this thing is fire retardant. It's safe because it's not gonna doesn't have any formaldehyde.
You need to see fire special. You can't.
Yeah, well,
You got to be.
Yeah, but it's not gonna burn easily, is what we're trying to say. And then rodents and pests, they don't like to eat it.
They don't like it either. Another thing too about the people, a lot of people in homes, they have that the blown-in insulation, or they have the fiberglass.
Right.
As long as it gets some moisture concentration in it, the termites will bore through it and go through the beams. And with our product, they will never do that. They don't like it. It just takes the skin off. But it's very safe for humans.
Safe for humans and bad for termites.
So it's definitely short term. Like, you're going to spend a lot more to do this, but in the long run, it's going to save you a ton in energy bills. So it pay itself off.
Basically, the way they average out is they say right now is averaging between 27 to as much as 33% of monthly savings versus the other kind of insulation. Percentage, yes.
So energy efficiency, if you can take 30%, even 20% off of your electricity bill, I think it'll pay for yourself pretty quick. Because you're talking about, price per square foot. I mean, a $3 square foot seems like a lot for a one-story home, but if you're taking off 20%, even 20, just average it out, it's probably going to pay for itself pretty fast.
Yes, it does. And right now, as a matter of fact, the company is doing what they call a summer and spring combo special.
Okay.
And it's AC checkout evaluation and insulation combined with that. So normally on insulation, the old type, the celluloids and things like that, after 10 years, it starts to settle and kind of goes down.
Right.
And when that happens, then basically you lose some of the R value completely. So we can do a reevaluation, put more in it, or change it with better type.
So you can go in there, free estimate from your company. If you want to call them directly, you can call them at 210-628-1048. Again, that's 628-1048. They can also be reached at per.foam.ance@gmail.com, or check out their website, which is www.per-foam-ance.com. That's Per-Foam-Ance, like performance. which is a very clever name, by the way. And again, this is for a special that you want to check your AC to make sure that it's running it properly and you have the insulation that you need to keep your house the most energy efficient. To upgrade to the insulation that you want will probably pay for itself just with the savings that you have on electricity alone. It's going to be a really good thing for you. Anyone that's looking right now. Yes, sir.
CPS right now is giving rebates on insulation and ACs.
Wow. So, and you'll also walk someone through.
Yes, we got all the information that we do the paperwork for them.
So through their rebate and the money that you save, it probably is no-brainer to just get you out there, one way or the other. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mr. Martinez. I appreciate you coming on the show. And again, check out the website at www.per-foam-ance.com with dashes in there. This is Bobby JJ Radio. We will see you next week.
Bye.